going on, guys? Today is the 11th. Alright, save. Alrighty, guys, what's going on? Good to have you guys on, good to have you guys in. Let's go live on Instagram here. Doing a little late day stream. My apologies. Had a doctor's appointment I had to go to. All right, put that there. Cool. How you guys doing today? No, nothing crazy, but still a great. You know, it's Green Day. You can't complain about a Green Day. What's going on, guys? I am live going over my. How many Green Days in a row is this? Now we got to figure that out. All right, let's go back. Let's come on. Let's go back. Okay, let's see if we can find our red day here. Okay, nope, that's a Green Day. There it is. Okay, red day. 12/29 was a red day. Okay, so let's go to 12/31. Okay. Okay, so we're on 7 Green Days in a row. Alright, guys, just getting everything set up here. Trading floor, small cap. Let's go to the options, guys. Let's go to the options room here. Options. Alright, guys. Then we're going to go over to social media. What's going on Instagram Live? Going on YouTube. Alright, and we're gonna go on here and go like this and go like that and go like this and go like that and go like this and then go like that. Setting this all up here. Alright, guys. There's that. Then we got FTFT. We got LMFA, then we got GOVX. Oops, then we have, it's another runner today, ZOM. Alright, guys, we're going to live on TikTok now. Good to have you guys on, good to have you guys in. I'm trying to get this all set up here. Alright, guys. We're live here at NoMagnoTrading.com. Cool. We're live now on TikTok as well. Alright, guys. So, hope you guys had a great trading day out there. You know, it's a green day. It was a slower day, nonetheless, but it was still a green day. And, you know, we're looking forward to continuing the streak. What's going on, Steve? What's going on, Easy? What's going on, Brian? What's going on, Kyle Lehman, as always? What's going on, everybody? So yeah, it's been a good solid week. It's been a good solid way to start off 2021. You know, it's a crazy time. What's going on, Daniel? Has there anybody new in the house? If you're new and never seen this stream before, type 1. If you're new and have never seen this stream before, type 1. I want to see how many new people are in the house today. Yeah, my camera always freezes. Annie Holster, what's going on? Good to have you. Lincoln Sharp, Dahlia Harma, Daniel Thrian, Daniel Goldstein, Annie Holster, John Holt, Jonathan Canvey, Dean Michael, Nitro Racer, Mike Lewis, Providence Singh, Corey Jackson, Sleepy. What's going on, guys? You guys are all new. Lee Stasio, Hector Lozano. Good to have you guys in, guys. Shred Academy, what's up? Murray Wright, what's going on? Aaron Flora, you're new. So a lot of new people in today. Okay, cool. That's awesome. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I'd really, really appreciate that, guys. Caitlin Lynch is new. Age Fentis is new. What's going on, everybody? Good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in. I love to have new people on. Love to have new people in. That way, you know, they can start to hopefully find a place that helps educate and teach to build that foundation that hopefully makes you guys that successful trader that everybody strives to be. What's going on, Paul? Good to have a lot of new people in, guys. If you're new, again, type 1. If you're new, type 1. I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, so good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in. So over the past 6 or 7 days, we've been obviously crushing it. I appreciate the subscribe, Baba Dan. And, you know, hopefully you guys can learn from me and create, you know, some foundation and success from learning from me. That's really the goal. And I hope that you guys all, you know, always are study, okay? Because if you aren't, then someone else is, and they're getting ahead of you in some way, shape, or form, and you don't want to let that happen. You want to be the best trader that you can be. So, okay, guys. So yeah, you can see we're up 40,000 today. My camera's frozen, I know. But this 40,000 was, you know, it's solid. It's, you know, it's a good green day. It's not what I'm used to over the past week, and I'm pushing for the stars. So, you know, the main trade that I took today was LMFA short. I liked it short for many reasons, but I'll explain that here in the stream. It was about a $78,000 trade. Could have been well over a six-figure trade, but I didn't quite hold it, and it was tough to hold in the close in and after hours just because you don't know what's going to happen, and I didn't know if there's going to be enough liquidity to get clear cover, so I just covered it right at the market close. But I started shorting LMFA, and I'll pull up the charts here. So my first trade of the day, guys, let's go ahead and go over my first trade of the day, and that is LMFA. Okay, LMFA was one that I was watching. This is one of my top watches just because I knew it was going to have a lot of liquidity and a ton of volatility, and that's what I look for in stocks. I look for a lot of liquidity and a ton of volatility, and LMFA had both of those. Okay, the more volatility, the more money you can make. The more liquidity, the more you can size up and size down. So you always got to look for those factors. So, you know, liquidity, check. Volatility, check. Am I going to play it? Most likely. So I let it kind of pan out, and I literally watched this thing rip up from 330 to 370 right out of the gates. And to be honest with you, I almost started to take a long on LMFA, you know, but I was like, you know what, that's just too chasey because I was looking for a break of 4. And then next thing you know, it literally slammed straight down to 280. Yeah, 280. And I let it kind of plan out, and I didn't feel comfortable with any trades in here, and then it started to consolidate. And I took my first short literally on this wick right here. 328 was my first short. And then I started adding in this area. And then as the weakness ensued, I started adding kind of pops that I could, right? I like the short bias just because of how far we had gone from 75 cents to 449 and this huge wick off here. I like the short side more than I did the long, but it was very tough to read, and you know, sure I had some good size, but this could have easily squeezed me out and gone through 5, and I could have been, you know, paying a price. But I just felt like percentages with proven statistics to back it up, and the volume. The thing that I like the most is that, you know, I knew this was going to have a lot of volume, right? I knew this was going to have to have a lot of volume to get through certain levels. And this right here was a ton of volume that created to come back up. And to me, that was a lot of short squeezing, but you never know for certain. And then when I saw this volume just really fall off here, that was when I kind of felt like I liked the short, because you had seen basically huge liquidity here just all day long, or not all day long, but when the run started, we had massive follow through with tons and tons of volume. Then we kind of had that again, and I was like, this could maybe step it up. But then we started to see this lull here, and we hadn't seen that anywhere. And I was like, okay, this thing looks solid for a short once I started to see the confirmation of the volume. Once we got the confirmation of the volume, I was sizing up a little bit in here and then in here. And then I ended up covering into the close. Wish that I would have taken it off in here. I knew, this was going to potentially be a short-term low, but I thought we'd go even farther into the close. And, tomorrow I'm going to be watching it as well. If we get a nice sell-off, I might watch it for the long side. If we get a nice perk, I might watch it for the short side. It's all just going to be based upon, the price action and the volatility, guys. This thing, again, today traded a ton of volume. I traded almost the same as the first day. So 200 million share, it traded on the first day 235 million shares, and today it traded 223 million shares with an average price of $2.90. So that's again another, in terms of liquidity, that's probably another $600+ million traded on the day. That's just a ton of volume and a ton of liquidity going through. FT was one that I was watching but couldn't get a clear trade off of today. Had a nice bounce opportunity but then fell off. GOVX, guys. GOVX was a very low float name, and saw a lot of social media presence on it. In here, I was looking to take potentially a short, but I didn't get the executions in time. I didn't borrow those, because when you borrow shorts, it costs money, so I didn't borrow anything, and then it kind of just fell off. Kind of an ugly little name there. And then Check. I really thought Check was going to break out today. I'm waiting for this breakout on CHEK. We had the first run. We had this huge run from 30 cents to $2.99 based upon, I think it was a sympathy play of BNGO. And then, so I was looking for kind of that breakout today, but we didn't get it. And, I was up as much as 50,000 on the name today, but I actually ended up losing money on the name because I thought that we're going to get the breakout of 2, maybe 210, 220, and who knows. Maybe pull like a JIX where we have that consolidation and that rip to 5, right? Even though I believe it's two different type of catalysts, but you never really know. BNGO is another one, guys. I'm watching into tomorrow. This one could easily break the $7 range. Liquidity is starting to get there. We're starting to build a flag here. The offering didn't take it down, and now we're starting to really start to ramp back up. So something that I'm watching into tomorrow. Maybe we get a nice rip as well. That would be cool to see BNGO go. So close position. So BLU was a small little trade I took. ISR was a big loser I took after hours. ISR, I started to long. So I saw this big rip up, and I was like, okay, we might get another LMFA sympathy kind of run off of it, right? We might see this thing go from 196 to like $3. I don't know. This thing started to dip down, and I'm like, okay, good opportunity, And really, it was a terrible opportunity. I ended up stopping out like somewhere in here or in here. And it was just ugly. I got stuffed on it. I had an average of about 208-ish, looking for, 230s and 240s and maybe even new highs just to get that LMFA sympathy run. Because LMFA from after hours went from like $2 to $3.95 with a lot of liquidity on Friday. So I thought maybe we'd get some sympathy run off that, but we didn't. Ended up paying the price, $36,000 loser after hours. I was about 80 today. Solo I had a 7-11 average, but had terrible luck with this name, so I couldn't build any conviction, but I was in like down in here. I think I sold out somewhere in there for like a small gain. SNDL, guys, I keep taking losses on this name. SNDL has crushed me, guys. I keep on taking losses after losses after losses on SNDL. I like this chart setup. I think multi-week, even multi-day, maybe multi-month, this thing is gonna get above 1. I think, in my opinion. Who the hell knows? I'm not no I don't know everything. It's just I like the chart, I like the volume, I like the setup, but it just keeps on washing me out. I've probably lost the past 3 days like $70,000, $80,000, including commissions, maybe $90,000 on this name. I think it's a matter of when, not if. But again, stocks is, you can never ever predict any one stock ever for 100% certainty. All you can do is try and put the percentages on your side. That's what I said in chat today. I said, I want 3 good reasons why you're trading LMFA long or short, and use your strategies, your stats, and your proven statistics to back it up. I don't want, I saw a lot of people long today LMFA, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, are you just longing LMFA just to long it? Like, I truly, we're better than that at normagnoldtrading.com, I really feel like, we need to have more reasoning behind our thesis, more reasoning behind our trades. You can't just get into a stock and say, I wish. You have to have a proven strategy, a process, and plan that works and keep building upon it. And if you're in something that you feel like is 50-50, then why are you in it? Because then you might as well just go to the casino. There's a lot of you on here, and it's like, if you're going to trade a stock that you don't really know with proven stats and proven statistics and proven process and plan that you've seen it work time and time and time again, you've gone back on TOS on demand and look at it and put in the time to study to make sure you're getting an edge, then sure, take the trade. But if you don't have an edge, if you're not taking the time to find an edge or to figure out a plan, a process, a strategy that works for you that still has an edge with that, then why are you taking the trade? A lot of you guys were long LMFA today, and I'm just like, what plan, what process, what strategy is telling you that LMFA looks good on the long side? I'm not saying that I'm right every time, because I sure as hell aren't, but I'm just saying, what plans and what strategies and what process are you doing to get into that position? Because you have to have a thesis that actually backs your thought process up and that works. You can't just come into stocks and just start taking random trades and saying, hey, this looks good, and I'm just going to take the trade, and hey, this looks good, and that's going to take the trade. If you have that pit in your stomach, then you probably don't have a plan, a process, and a strategy that's been proven, that's actually worked time and time and time and time and time again. You should feel comfortable in all your trades. And if you don't feel comfortable, then you don't have an edge. You don't have that plan. You don't have that process. You don't have that strategy that works for you. And that's okay. I used to be there too. But here's the thing. You have to have something that works, or else why don't you just go to the casino? Again, guys, save the stock market your money and, go to the casino. At least you're supporting your community in some way. But you know what? I mean, it's just frustrating sometimes, because I don't want you guys to lose. I want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to have that base, that foundation, that success. But it doesn't just happen by getting into stocks that you just think, that you just have no reasoning, nothing at all behind it. It's just, I'm long because it's volatile and because it looks good and because everybody says it looks good. Doesn't matter what anybody says, guys. You have to have your own plan, your own strategy, and your own process that works for you. Because just because I was short LMFA doesn't mean that was going to work for you guys. I mean, there's so many times where you could have gotten squeezed out of LMFA and then lost more, and then you could have been like, well, then you would have chased it down. You could have got, I was short up in here and then added right there and then kept adding, but, right in here at 290s, I almost flipped long and I almost got squeezed out, and then I would have lost, and then I would have saw it, probably chased it on the way back down, right? But here's the thing, I didn't, because I saw VWAP, I saw $3, I saw a lot of volume here, and I saw the volume fading off. I mean, I had a lot of reasoning. I've never really seen a stock go that far that quick in my data that I can remember, which is my brain. And then, Daniel, I will get to you. All right, I'm going to have to time you out, man. Sorry. What do you think about CBAT? But anyways, yeah, so I meant to time you out. There we go. But yeah, so I wanted you guys to get an idea, I had reasoning to short it. I had VWAP, that basically is the one indicator that I use for longs and shorting. I had volume showing me that wasn't the same as here and here. We had all the same volume here, and then it just dropped off. That showed me short strength, right? Then there's not enough buyers to support this thing. I saw VWAP. I saw a lot of volume that it would have to break through to get above those highs. To me, this volume was short squeezed because the amount of time and sales that were going through, it looked to me like it was a lot of shorts just kind of covering. You'll get that experience over time when you trade over time, guys, but that takes experience. It's not just like you can walk through the doors and know that. And I don't know that for sure. Again, I'm not knowing anything 100% ever. I'm just telling you guys. And then I'm adding into my short right in here once we break down and break these levels. And then I really thought about covering some in here, and that's what I got to get better about. I should have covered some in here and then maybe taken it off here, and then the rest I could have gotten at after hours. But I didn't. And that's trading. I lost out on profits, but again, I'm just a normal trader that makes decisions based upon what I've learned over the years, okay? Again, check I lost on LMFA, SNDL. That's about it. My main trade today, my main two trades, I was looking at check for a long, and it didn't pan out today. And then LMFA short. Other than that, I was getting chopped out of SNDL. I got chopped out again. I probably paid another $4,000 in commission on that. So today was a tougher day. It was a tougher day to read. It was not a ton of follow through. I wish that there would have been more follow through, but I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing that I can do about the markets, guys. Every day's a new day. Every day there's going to be traders that are longing and shorting stocks, and I just have to do the best with what's in front of us. Would I have loved check to go to $3 to $4? Yeah, sure I would have, but the buyers weren't there. ISR was something that I missed out on. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. SOS, another one that I kind of missed out on today. NACD, I wasn't going to pay the commissions, even though I like this chart, even though I like the setup, I wasn't going to pay the commissions for stocks under $1. My new brokerage is working with me to lower those, though, so I can play that again. But that was a nice opportunity there. But again, LMFA had the most liquidity today and the most volatility that I felt like I could take comfortably. I thought check was going to re-amp the volatility and the volume, but we didn't get it, unfortunately. I really thought in here we're going to start ramping, but we just never took off. And it's okay, because every day's a new day. Every day there's an opportunity, and you just have to take advantage of what's in front of you guys. I take losses and I take wins, okay? And the thing is I have a plan for every time I take a trade, a process that every time I take a trade. And the reality is, guys, you have to do the same. You have to, if you don't have an edge, if you don't have, a statistic that works for you, or a pattern that works for you, or a strategy that works for you, then really you're just gambling. You might as well go to the casino. You have to build that strategy and build that plan and build that process time and time and time and time again. And then as you keep building that plan, that process, and that strategy, you will then build more and more confidence, and then you will size up with a bigger and bigger size position. Let's say you have a $10,000 account, and right now you're on year one, and you have a setup that works, but you're not very confident in it because you haven't seen it a lot. Well, maybe you'll take $1,000, and then in year 5 you're like, okay, this setup's worked for the past 4 years, and it's like at a 90% success clip rate. Then why wouldn't you size up, if you still have a $10,000 account, to like $6,000 to $7,000 to $8,000, maybe even all in, because you have a proven statistic that works time and time and time again with a clear risk-off level, guys. Okay? I'm not some trader that just goes out there and starts taking random trades and hopes for the best. I have process, a plan, and a strategy that I know I can emotionally and psychologically handle day in and day out, and I keep building on that. And that's what I want for you guys, okay? And that's why I come on here live to show you guys what works for me, and what doesn't work for me, and my mistakes and my weaknesses. Sure, I'm on a 7-day green streak, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm on a 7-day green streak, but it can end tomorrow. I'm doing my best to not end it tomorrow. I'm doing my best to keep my plan, my process, and my strategy, and staying. And the biggest thing is sticking to it. Don't veer away from my plan, my process, my strategy. And that's where I make my most mistakes, is I actually just don't trade my plan, my process, my strategy, and then it ends up hindering me. And I don't want that for you guys. I want you guys to have a proven plan, a process, and a strategy that you guys have an edge on, and then take the trade. But only if you like it, not because I like it, not because someone else likes it, not because Joe Schmo or Warren Buffett or Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos likes it. It doesn't matter who likes it. You still have to trade it because, prime example, guys, LMFA. If you don't have any conviction in this short, you probably get squeezed out. Maybe you take this early, and then you get squeezed out in here, and then, you know, you get squeezed out here, and then you chase it down, and then you get squeezed out again right there, and then you chase it down, and then you get squeezed out in this consolidation. I mean, you know, you have to have something that works for you. Yeah. So Amanda, yeah, I need to add some videos. I'm working on adding some videos into my course that are live trades. I need to start doing that. Keep reminding me, guys, to do that because I want to add more value for you guys to see my live trades. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So today was a very slow day for me. It's all relative. You know, I have big and high standards for this upcoming year. It was a green day. I probably owe about $10,000 to $15,000 in commissions today, though. So really, it's only $25,000 to $30,000 in gains. And I say only, but guys, I have $1 million account, so it's all relative. You know, don't look at my big P&Ls and don't look at my crazy numbers and say, hey, I wish I could do this. You know, you can wish, but you always got to start somewhere. You know, I started with a $1,000 account, you know, in 2017 and never looked back. This equity all came from $1,000. I never added anything into the account other than changing brokerages. You know, at the end of the day, guys, you always start somewhere. But keep building your plan, your process, and your strategy. Keep learning from the chat room. Keep learning from other people. Keep learning from me. Keep studying, and just keep grinding. Nothing can prepare you more than studying, guys. Putting in the time, putting in the effort. Yeah, so... You guys have any questions? If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button because I would love you if you did it. Support the NoBankNoTrading.com community. It means a ton to me if you guys subscribe to the channel, like the channel. And that's basically it today, guys. I want you guys to make sure that you guys continue to, you know, study, build your plan, build that edge, and keep growing on it, okay? If you want my free chat room, it's in the link in the description below. If you're interested in my course, link in the description below. If you're interested in the brokers that I use currently, that link's in the description below. You can check that link out. It's the brokerage that I use currently with the long and shorting. It's in the link in the description below. Click that. Check that out. Scanner software I use, check that out as well. Brokerage. There's also a brokerage that pays you up to $1,400 in free stock. If you sign up with them, click that link. Check all those links out. John Holt, no sub until you fix that camera. We'll check back. Yeah, no, the camera, trust me, the camera, it works. You can go back and look at my streams. It works. I don't know why it freezes. I wish I knew. But when I move into my new place, hopefully it's we can get that all figured out. TRXC, yeah, I've been watching it. If Bezos likes it, I'm running for it. I love it. What else, guys? You believe in the big old Tesla bubble? I'm more short bias on Tesla, especially over 900, and especially over 1,000. If we get over 1,000, I don't know what to do. But you guys have any questions, guys? I don't do Dennis Liu. I don't do live trading because I teach you guys how to fish, not how to piggyback off me. I don't feed you guys fish. Bitcoin, not a whole lot of thought. Hope that it gets really volatile. Hope that we can play stocks. Daniel Goldstein, yeah, I think there's potential upside to LMFA. Could pull a JAGX, who knows? But I'm gonna probably be looking for it for a long tomorrow, especially if we gap down. Is there a video series on the scanner? No, there's just a free YouTube video. It's a free video. It's in the trade ideas section. I can post it as well. Yeah, I'm disappointed about the Hawks, man. Yep, I know. I'm disappointed about the Hawks. I post that link there for you, Daniel. Yeah, there you go, guys. Not a whole lot of thoughts on TRC now. All right, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Again, subscribe to the channel. It really supports the NoBankNoTrading.com community. Like the channel, and this video will be live for you guys shortly, okay? As always, guys, hopefully you guys... I might add some shorting videos to my course eventually, yep. If you haven't already, again, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon if I make new videos. I will see you guys tomorrow. Keep studying, keep grinding, work hard out there, Chiefs team, and go Hawks.